Well, this is it. Tonight, Hazelwood Power Station will be closed permanently. This week, we've seen units start closing on Monday, another 3 units on Tuesday night, and tonight, the final 2 units at Hazelwood will be switched off, and Hazelwood will no longer be producing electricity. This is a really big milestone. We've been working on this campaign at Environment Victoria since 2004. It's a necessary step for Australia to be taking action on climate change and moving towards a renewable energy powered future. Almost instantly, emissions, both carbon dioxide and air pollution in the Latrobe Valley will fall quite considerably. That's really good news. But it's also a really big moment for the Latrobe Valley, and we're very mindful of the impact of Hazelwood's closure on particularly workers and the community of the Latrobe Valley. We're quite optimistic, however, that we can look back on Hazelwood's closure in a year or two and hopefully view it as a success. We've got 250 workers staying on site at the Hazelwood mine and power station to decommission the power station and rehabilitate the mine. And we'll be watching very closely over the years and decades ahead that rehabilitation work is done effectively. We've got 150 workers from the power station moving to AGL's Loy Yang power station. And we've also got over $300 million in funding support, mainly from the state government, but also some from the federal government, to diversify the economy in the Latrobe Valley. So that's a pretty good mix that hopefully will deliver good outcomes for the Latrobe Valley. But we need to make sure that the closure of Hazelwood is a real turning point in the way that we manage coal power station closure in Australia. Hazelwood is the 9th coal burning power station to close in Australia in just the last 5 years. And this is the only power station that's had a significant transition and support package from government on the table. So the way we've been doing it, leaving it up to the market to make decisions about how and when power stations close, is really treating communities badly. It's not making sure that power station closures happen in time for us to meet our climate targets. And it's really a chaotic approach to power station closure. What we really need is a national plan for the orderly closure of the remaining 20 coal-fired power stations in Australia, and a plan to support workers and communities through that transition. So we'll be really focusing our efforts on making sure that we learn from Hazelwood that we need national leadership and a national plan to get to 100% renewable energy and properly deal with the threat of climate change. I do want to thank you for all your efforts and support for this campaign over the past decade. Thousands of people have been involved in this campaign, and they've done that driven out of real concern about climate change and knowing that we need to be retiring power stations like Hazelwood if we've got any chance of avoiding runaway climate change, but also with a real commitment to social justice and fairness and making sure that we're shutting power stations like Hazelwood in a way that looks after and strengthens communities. So thank you for your work and look forward to working with you in future.